Hello guys, today I want to discuss an interview and the company name was the Bigionic Technology and Marketing Solution Hyderabad and the interview date was the 2nd of May 2025. So they asked me boot and patch in Laravel. So I said boot method is commonly found in service provider. So the directory is app providers, app service provider or other custom service provider. So what is the purpose of the boot? So used to run code after all services have been registered. You can bind service, you can bind events, macros or perform configuration setup here. Okay. So they asked me what are the eloquent models. So I said used to register model event listener like the creating, updating and deleting. So the patch in Laravel. Patch is typically used in routing or HTTP requests. So routing, that is web.php, and inside that we have a file called the api.php. So used when defining a route that handles an HTTP patch request, often for the partial updates. Okay. So summary, boot and patch. So boot service provides or eloquent models. So initialize binding macros events. Patch HTTP method for routes or HTTP requests. So perform partial updates. So boot is service provider or eloquent models and patch is HTTP method for routes which perform the partial updates. They ask me what is the ORM. So ORM stands for the object relational mapping. In Laravel, the ORM is called the eloquent. So what is the eloquent ORM? So eloquent is Laravel built-in ORM that allows you to interact with the database tables as PHP objects, making database operations simple and readable. So each database table has a corresponding model in Laravel. So Eloquent makes you code cleaner, reduce SQL writing, and integrates tightly with Laravel features. They asked me the MVC. So model view controller is a design pattern that separates an application into three components. Model manages data and database logic, views handles UI and display data, controller manage request and business logic. So explain each component of MVC an example with an example. So model handles DB users.php, fetch users from DB, view display data users.php, show user list, controller manage logic user controller.php, calls model and send data to the views. So how does MVC work in PHP? So user request a URL slash users, router direct request to the controller, user controller index, controller calls model, user double colon get all user, model fetches data from DB, controller sends data to the view users.php and view display data. So summary is model is data, view is display and controller is logic. They asked me load model in CodeIgniter. So answer, in CodeIgniter, loading a model allows you to interact with the database using the clean, organized code similar to how ORM works in other frameworks. So how to load a model in CodeIgniter? So autoload via autoload.php, load in controller. Okay. So in CodeIgniter 4, load using service locator or dependency injection. So summary is, in CI4, how do we load this load model, this user model function name. In CI4, new model class, model find all, find save. So form validation in CodeIgniter. So in CodeIgniter for form validation is handled using the validation service Here is how you can implement validation from the scratch. Okay, so the rules inside the controller is username equal to require min length 3 max length 12, email required valid email, password required min length 6. So these are the rules for the validation in Codeigniter. Okay, so if you submit an empty form, it will show error message. If you enter invalid data, it will highlight the errors. If everything is correct, it will display for submitted successfully. Form submitted successfully. So DD in Laravel. So DD or die and dump. In Laravel, DD stands for the dump and die. So use DD during the development only. Avoid leaving DD in production code. It halts execution and expose the data. Another question they asked me, authentication and authorization. So authentication is the process of verifying the identity of a user. It checks who the user is. Steps for authentication. Login. A user provides their credential, username and password. Verification. The system checks if the provided credential match stored credential in database or third party authenticate service. Okay, so token generation optional. Upon successful login, a system may generate a token like the JWT to maintain the session or facilitate API access. Example, a user logs in using their username and password. The system verifies the credential and grant access if the information is correct. Okay, so this is the authentication. Now authorization. Authorization is the process of determining what the user can do after they authenticate. It controls the permission and access level assigned to the user. So steps for authorization: permission checks. After authentication, the system checks if the authenticated user has permission to perform a specific action, that is view a page, modify a resource, etc. Roles and permission. In many system roles, admin, editor, user defines which action are allowed. Permission specifies the specific action, create, delete, edit, that a user can perform. Example, a user may authenticate, but they might only be authorized to view their own profile, not the other user profile. A manager roles may allow for editing posts, while a guest role may allow only viewing. Okay, so authentication and authorization summary. So authentication verify who the user is. Authorization determines what the user can do. Authentication identity, that is login credential. Authorization permission, roles and abilities. Authentication ensures the user is who they claim to be. Authorization ensures the user has the right to access resources or perform actions. Authentication user login in view a username password. Authorization user being assigned roles like admin, editor, etc. So practical use. In a typical web app, authentication would occur first, login in, and authorization would allow to ensure that the authenticate user has the correct permission to access specific resources. Another question they asked me, database seeding in Laravel. So database seeding in Laravel is a way to populate your database with dummy or sample data, useful for testing, development or initial setup. Database seeding is essentially about inserting data into your database, often for testing, development or initial setup. In Laravel, this is done using the seeders, which are special classes designed to insert predefined or random data into database tables. Service provider, bootstrapping, register service cut. In Laravel, service provider are the central place where you bind classes, interfaces and functionality to the Laravel service container. They are the core mechanism for bootstrapping your application and making it ready for use. So common use cases for service provider: binding classes or interface to the container, useful for dependency injection, configuration loading, registering configuration files into the application, event listener, registering events and their listener, middleware, registering custom middleware, routing, registering routes in the boot methods, publishing assets, making assets like configuration files, views, etc. Publishable, a service provider class has two main methods, register and boot. So register is used to bind service into the Laravel service container. You typically register binding or configuration here. Boot used to perform tasks that are needed after all service has been registered. You typically use this method for tasks like registering routes, registering event listener, configuring settings or running setup tasks. Summary of service providers. Register bind service to the container. Boot execute task when the application boots. Used to manage dependency and configure service, essential for the expanding Laravel's core functionality. They asked me latest version of CodeIgniter, so I said 4.6. Laravel latest version, so I said 12. Difference between Laravel and CodeIgniter. Use case recommendation. Laravel is ideal when you need rapid development with lots of built-in features. You want a rich ecosystem, huge jobs, event, API support. You are working on a large or scalable application. So for these, we we can use the Laravel. CodeIgniter is ideal when you want a lightweight framework with less overhead. You are building small to medium app or APIs quickly. You need fine control without a steep learning curve. So these are the questions asked by the Visionic Technology and Marketing Solution Hyderabad, and the interview date was the May 2nd, 2025. So I will share more interview question. Till then, bye.